Hello, welcome back to the channel. Just another quick video on Everdream Valley here, because we're on to our next bit of gameplay. So the sheep are now ready to shear, and as per the rest of the game, if we speak to one of our grandparents, they usually tell us what we need to do and give us the piece of equipment that we need to do it. So I've already had a go on a couple of them. As you can see, some of them are nicely shaded, some of them are a bit fluffy. And so once we've equipped the shades from our inventory, like so, then once you click X, as with all of the other actions, you've got a choice of things to do. You can either go through and cycle around them. Doesn't look very happy for the sheep here. And cut away at the wall, and you can see the progress bar up there in the top corner. It looks like it's timed as well, so I'd guess there's some kind of thing linked into how quickly you can do it, maybe some kind of event where you try and do it within a certain time. I've not come across that yet, but what I like to do with most of the actions is the developers are putting an option just to do it instantly by pressing triangle. So there we go. So we got another 2 to do. So we could just literally go on to share, press triangle, and we've collected the sheep's wool, and also that keeps them happy as well. I'll do the last one. So yeah, a quick recap on the game. I did a video just to talk through the kind of base gameplay and to recommend it. It's an easy recommend for me at $5.99 or $6.99 if you don't have any of the subscription services. Even at full price of $19.99, this is a well-rounded game for that sort of price. So I've turned the music off in the background, but we've got the background effects, and everything has a cycle. So the chickens are going to sit on the perches every couple of days, and we can then harvest eggs. Eggs sell quite well at the merchant. We've got another one in the incubator there. So 3 in-game days will result in these little chickens here. I'll pick one of those up so you can see it. Nice little chicken. And I'm not sure of the exact time scale, but after a number of days, they'll become adult chickens. We've got a rooster here as well. Now, I haven't gone into any breeding type stuff yet. I don't know whether that comes later on in the playthrough. We have 7. There's a heart on there. There's 1 heart at the moment. So there's 7 chickens in the coop. Looks like that's our capacity. I believe we can actually build another chicken coop from our workbench, should we so wish, so that we can add that into the little enclosure that we built. We've got plenty of grass in there. Our sheep have got grass to graze in as well. And we've also been making some hay bales, which we've stacked up here in the barn. Money-wise, doing quite well. I think we got about 2,000 of whatever the currency is. And that's because we've essentially sold all of our produce over here. So as well as managing our livestock, we've got vegetables as well. So what I've done here is, with the hoe, you can basically furrow, or farrow even, not sure what the terminology is, anything that is grass on the farm, you can make it into plantable beds, as we've done here. And we've nice, neat rows. And if you've got yourself a composter, which we have here, you can fill that with the animal poop that you collect from around your farm to make wonderful compost. And that really does increase the growing time. It's nice little touches there that if you've got poop in your hand, they've got little flies that follow you around on the screen. So there's lots of nice little touches on there. We want to remove weeds as we go along. And at this point, we've been given the harvesting basket by Grandma. So that means that rather than having to press any action buttons, we do automatically pick up and harvest anything that we can. So that's our crops, which I will refresh at some point, get them all resown. I sold quite a bit to the merchants. There's nothing on there at the moment that I wanted to purchase from him. It is quite expensive, and I was considering getting some extra storage, but we do have 100 capacity in our storage crate here, and the items do stack. So it's well worth every so often just making sure that you've popped things into your storage so that you can access them easily when you're out and about in the world. If you are about and your inventory is full, then hopefully the game will move those items directly into your storage for you. Other things I didn't cover on the initial video, and if you are interested in having a look at that, it is hopefully informative. It gives you a bit of a rounded view of what you'd be buying. We have a treat machine here where we need to fill it with capacity. So we need to have 28 different bugs to turn into a dog treat, I believe. So we've currently got 26. And if you've trained the cat, then the cat will hunt those bugs down for you. Just as you're generally going around. The dog is recovered. He will be able to herd sheep via a whistle, and he's also a very good tracker. So part of the tutorials was to learn that skill. So you feed him a treat, give him something that he can track, and then follow him. Looks like the cow's ready to be milked there. We got the icon above their head. So we need a milk jug to be able to do this, which hopefully I didn't put back in my inventory. Yes, I did. I'll put that back in storage. So let's go and grab that so that I can show you the milking mechanics. Over this way. So the milk jugs will get full. So what I would say is I was tempted to sell some to the merchant at first, just to try and make as much cash as possible, thinking that I only ever needed one. But until you use it in your ingredients, the milk jugs will remain full. So let's milk the cow. We go over. We need to put the milk jug on from our inventory, equip it, and then again, you've got the option to either squeeze the teats into the barrel, or you could just do instant milking. So we just do a bit of both here. It says control left and right teat. Left and right to shoot milk in. Okay, so we've emptied that one. It's quite. Oh, that's the wrong button. So down on your right thumbstick will empty the right one, and same with the left. Cow milks in 46 seconds. So there's a bit of fun to be had there if you want to try and get a PB, any of those events. And of course, we can press the instant milking button. So I think it's every 2 or 3 days in game you'll be able to milk the cow. We can, of course, shear the sheep, as we saw. We can collect eggs. And then we can go and then speak to our grandparents after we've done each of those tasks to get the next one in sequence. So pretty much everything that we need in game is somewhere on the world map. You don't really have to buy things from the merchant. And what they've done is they've quite cleverly priced those quite steeply, so that it's well worth following the tasks through. So as well as the crop gathering and the livestock management, you've also got just the ability to make the farm appear as you would like it. So anything, any plants, anything like that in the world can be dug up and placed wherever you'd like, as long as it doesn't kind of intersect with any of the original objects. So for example, these pink trees up here, we went and gathered from around the world to put in front of the lovely house there. Fruit trees come in very handy for your orchard, which is at the back of the house here. So originally, when you get the tasks, there will be an area marked out on your mini map of where it's suggested that you place them. Once you've done that, you're free to move them as you wish. So we got an orchard over here with apples and whatnot. So with these, we need to be able to kick the tree like so to gather the fruits. With the bushes and the crops that we grow, we've got the harvest basket, so that will just pick up automatically. And then the other thing that I didn't mention in the original video was resource gathering. So you can chop down trees with your axe. They will regenerate, but not instantly. So I'd like to find areas outside the farm to go and get the wood. And then via the workbenches over here, via the saw, you can turn that wood into planks. And then on your crafting table, you've got the recipes that you've learnt from Grandpa so far. So we've got composter, gates, hay bales, hay racks. So a hay rack, you can gather grass, put it on there to dry, and turn it into hay, and then turn it into a hay bale. The insect net is for capturing different types of butterflies. So again, an extra gameplay loop is you can go out in the world and find different insects and bugs, and the different types of day. Different types of fences that we've seen while we're out and about. If we go back to Grandpa, he'll tell us how we can make them. And essentially, the more fancy they are, the more resources they need. Not come across a need for rope just yet, so we'll see what we might need that for. And sand paths, not yet worked out how to harvest stone, but that is, again, just aesthetic, so that you can make paths around the homestead. So other things that I haven't experienced yet and know that I will because of my partner's playthrough is there are some weather events, so that when it rains, the slugs want to come and eat your wonderful crops, so you need to capture them. And I think they will then, if I'm not mistaken, they will feed some ducks. So we don't yet have the ducks, but we do have a duck pond, so at some point one of our grandparents will tell us how we need to go and gather them. It kind of looks like there might be some fishing elements there as well. Just water the plants while we're talking. So there's a fair bit of depth to the game. You can just kind of go along at your own pace if you just want to kind of make huge areas of crops. I'm going to put some fences around this because I understand that there are deers that come along and try and eat them. And I haven't yet experienced any wolves coming trying to break the fences at night time, nor any dream sequences. So I understand that once there's a nighttime cycle, you can sleep inside the house. And if you equip your pajamas, so via your main menu, go over to clothes, then we are given some pajamas by Grandma. So I've not yet come across that just yet, but I think what happens is you have kind of dream sequences which give you a clue as to some of the other game's mechanics that you don't get via the tasks. So there we have it. It was just a quick video, this one, because we got the sheep shearing, just to kind of recap on the main game's elements. And going forward, there won't be any commentary on these. I will just check in every now and again, but I'll be filming them just to capture my gameplay. A little bit of that ambient noise in the background just to upload. It is an easy recommend for me, especially at that price. Grab it whilst it's on sale if you can. Even at full price, I would recommend the game. It's something that you can easily sink some hours into without any stress. Thanks as always for watching. I am trying to get to 50 subscribers. Everyone's got to start somewhere. And that means that I'll be able to do some live streaming as well. I should have my replacement equipment for the audio arriving soon. And of course, as I probably mentioned before, we're expecting VR support for Microsoft Flight Simulator to land early April, I think 4th. is when it's penciled in for, and so I'll be jumping into that definitely because that's going to be incredible. So whilst it might not capture in 3D on the screen, I'm very eager to get some footage going there, and live stream seems like the way to go. So if you could help me out to be able to do that, it would be greatly appreciated. And hope to see you in future videos.